Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is the sketch from the Hip Kit Club's design team girls I'm going to use today as inspiration for my page. You can see I've already mounted my photos on that Amy Tangerine paper, and I have some of the floral as well ready to go. Both those Amy Tangerine papers come in the August kit. You'll have to excuse my voice today, I'm sorry. I have a really bad head cold and I'm all blocked up and nasally. So I apologise for that. I hope it's not too annoying for you all. So I'm just popping up my photos on some fun foam. I'm going to overlap those photos slightly, as you can see in that sketch. And I'm also going to pop up that backing paper on some fun foam as well. Because I've used the white cardstock, I just want to give my layout a little bit of dimension. So I'm getting those on there now. I have a little trouble backing them correctly because I haven't overlapped my photos properly. Because I've pre-cut that paper to fit, you'll see that there's actually not much of a border left, so I've got to fix that. Get those overlapped correctly and then get them on that backing paper. So I'm just going to use some light pencil marks to mark out where I want that photo on my page, because as you'll notice on the sketch there's a diagonal grouping of embellishments, but I'm going to use that to do some mixed media instead. So I'm adding some gesso just to prep the cardstock on that diagonal line. And I'm not too worried about how neat it is because I'm going to cover all of it with some distress inks. So I'm using tumbled glass, peacock feathers, salty ocean, and a little bit of cracked pistachio. And I am going to mix some of those colours together. I'm going to add some water to that and simply use that kissing technique with some plastic wrap from a package. I'm going to do some flicks with that watercolour and then press on the rest of it. It's a really simple technique. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's not meant to be perfect. So I love using this technique if I attempt any mixed media on my pages. I'm going to use some paper towel just to soak up a bit of that colour in between, because I don't want it too bright. I love the Tim Holtz Distress inks. I only have the little square cubes, but for what I use them for, it's all you need. And it really does work like watercolour using this method. So I just want some soft pastel blue hues with a hint of turquoise. Just getting that colour down and soaking up any of the excess in between. I'm just going to use my paintbrush here just to fill out the rest of the edges of the gesso that I might have missed, so that every bit is covered. Okay, so I'm going to next just add on some extra drips of ink in some slightly different colours. I don't have a big range of mists, so I wasn't actually happy with the colours here. They're too dark and too bright. So I try to soak it up a bit with paper towel and it's still not the right colour. So once I've cleaned that up a bit, I actually get my white Dylusions paint And I'm going to really water that down. You'll see me add lots of water to that paint. And I'm going to just use the flicking technique with a paintbrush to try and cover up some of those brighter patches of ink. And in the end, the paint is so watered down, it starts running off that plastic, and that's fine. I let it run straight off and drip it right onto the page. In the finished layout, you don't actually see the white paint marks, but it definitely has softened those blues. Okay, so I let that dry completely, and the next day I come back and finish the layout. I really want to use those black stickers across that mixed media, just a heap of word stickers, but some of them didn't quite relate to the page. So I go through the rest of the embellishments I got with the main kit and pick out some things that I might like to use. I chose that chipboard sticker, the cuckoo clock, because it reminded me of Switzerland, and when I think of Switzerland I think of snow, so I thought that would be good. I'll add that there. And then I find another chipboard piece, a frame with some florals in it that I'm going to add up in the other corner. I love that panda and that cat, but it was just too big to go up there. I'll save that for another page. So just looking through the rest of the stickers and embellishments and chipboard. And then I find that frame that I'm going to use. I'm also going to grab some of those banner stickers as well, the chipboard pieces, and use those. And you've probably noticed down in that bottom left corner I've got the die cut pieces that spell out the word magic, and I'd like to use that, incorporate it into my title somehow. Okay, so that's roughly what I've got in mind. So what I'm going to do is grab some of those black word stickers, just a few of the smaller ones, and stick them down and see if I'm happy with the look. And I am. So then once I've got those down, I'll start gluing the photos to the page so that I can put everything exactly where I want it to go. I'm going to add that chipboard piece up to that top corner and the cuckoo clock down to the bottom corner. I'm going to get both those banners on the page, top and bottom. And then I'm free to add some more word stickers now that I know where I've got some space. So I've added the words family, remember this, smile. I'm adding together now, and I'm going to add happy down to the bottom corner. And just a couple more. I think that top one says, "Hey sunshine." Just getting that on there now. And I'm happy with that. So I'm going to work on my title next. Oh no, I'm going to add some black heart stickers, sorry. Just 2, that's all I've got left. And I'm worried there that my photo wasn't straight on the page, but I think it's just my mat's slightly crooked. Okay, so working on the title now. And my title is going to be 3 Mile Dam, because that's the name of the place we went to. So I'm going to use those black foam alphabet stickers we got with the main kit to spell that out. And I'm thinking of adding that word magic possibly just above that title. So just making sure I've lined that up. I love these little black foam alphabet stickers. They're so versatile and easy to use. Okay, just finishing that up now. I'm only going to show you the first part of me adhering this word magic down because it is quite fiddly. So what I decide to do, that's where I'm wanting that word. So I'm going to use tape runner for the top half of the letters and those small square foam dots for the bottom half because my photos are up on foam. And those foam stickers are quite fiddly. So I'm sorry I'm off camera. I'm having a bit of trouble fitting them on the letters. So there you go. I've just glued that C down and I've got the rest of that down now. So now I'm just thinking about what other bits and pieces I can add in to the page. And I'm going to add some of those pale blue stars, which are hard to see on camera, but you can notice them in real life. And I'm going to add just a couple of the darker turquoise stars. Then I noticed there's a bit of red and yellow in the word magic and in that top chipboard piece. So I want to add a bit more of that into the layout without it overwhelming the page. So I've decided to add in just a couple of very small enamel dots in the red and the yellow, just to tie 3 points of interest with those colours on the page. Okay, I'm just going to do my journaling now, and I'm just recording about how it was a last minute decision. My husband had a day off work and we decided to race down to this place in the Kosciuszko National Park. We'd never been before to this area, so we wanted to check it out. And it was a beautiful day. Fresh snow had fallen the night before. And it was just really pretty. So just recording all of that. And then I'm going to add the date. You'll see me grab my phone. Couldn't remember the exact date, so I'm just going back. I keep a daily journal, photo journal. So I'm just checking the date on that. Grabbing my date stamp, and I'm using StazOn ink because there is a bit of mixed media. And I'm not sure, I don't want that stamp smearing when I put it in the page protector. So popping that on now. And here is the finished layout. Thanks so much for watching, and please check out the Hip Kit Club's Facebook group for more inspiration. See you next time.